Alright, welcome back to the show, the Black Giant Show Season 2. Like I promised, we are going to be hosting one guy who has done so well for himself, done so well for his brand. And I told you about Jonah and the fish, right? And that was more like an expo for you. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers all over the world, I bring to you to the Black Giant Show, Pastor Nicodemus MBATSAV TAMPU! Hey, Manji!
Oh, there is COVID.
Yeah, COVID-18.
No, we are COVID-21.
Yes, COVID-21.
Your bone is very strong. You are not a small person. No, a small child. Yeah.
Nick, who is Pastor Nicodemus?
Well, Pastor Nicodemus is an unknown comedian, unknown comedian person, somebody. Association of no association. AKA no AKA.
I understand. Okay, what about the choice of the name Pastor Nicodemus MBATSAV TAMPU? I mean, what's the meaning MBATSAV TAMPU?
Well, this name is confusing even me that name it myself. I'm telling you, 1 minute before I name myself, I didn't know. As you all know, Nicodemus is a night comer, person that come at night. So, MBATSAV is a witches and wizard person. The TAMPU. That's me. Even witches and wizards do for me. So, what is the meaning of what you want to know now?
Let's just get it up. Pastor, are you an ordained pastor?
Well, I try to collect a inflation. Understand, guy?
Okay.
There's a difference between a pastor and a pastor. Pastor is a man of God. Pastor is a God of man. What is the difference between man of God and God of man? Man of God was called by God. God of man called God. God didn't answer. So I'm a pastor, God of man person.
If it had not been comedy, what else?
Well, I do a lot of things apart from comedy. Comedy for me is more like passion and then an escape route. Growing up, I had anger issues. Yeah, I had serious anger issues, and whenever I got angry, I entered rage. And yes, I if not for comedy, I would have been a very, very wild human being. You know, so it looked more like God used comedy to heal me of that. Then apart from comedy, I do a lot of things. I used to sing, or I still sing for fun.
Let me prove to them that you are a very good singer. Can you just do something?
Wonder. Be patient, and I will just give you all you want, and be gentle, 'cause you know you are my number one. Said I've sworn with my life not to leave you. No, this is not a singing.
Wow! Ninja Sings need to get you, man. You need to be in that competition.
They will do me strutting, the kind of music people children are singing now. I have to change my music. I'm singing more about Angelina, all those people. Angelina, not my baby, but she good another baby.
Wow. Nicodemus MBATSAV TAMPU.
I'm telling you. Anything legit.
Yeah, sure, legit.
Anything legit,
It
because
has to be legit.
Nigeria is, do I use the word funny right now? Because you can't have one occupation and expect things to be really well. That's why your president is your president and your commander-in-chief.
True.
Am I talking to you, sir?
You're talking
your
to
vice president is your vice president. He's a professor, he's a lawyer, and a pastor for occupation. Am I talking to you, sir?
You are talking to
now. Hospitals nowadays build hospitals and mortuary in case you don't live, you will die. Am I talking to you? Now there was a church I went to. The pastor was preaching. The wife was selling recharge cards. So that if you don't do a free, you will buy their recharge card. My God, leave Nigeria. Nigeria is not for you. Run, no. Nigeria is not for you.
What would you say was your biggest platform?
Wow. 2013, I put together an event for a governorship aspirant in Benue. We had a crowd of about 15,000 people. Yeah, it was a free event, so you know Nigerians like freebies. So it was and nailed it. shut down, nailed it. I've been on big platforms, AY Live.
Yeah, I watched that.
Akpororo versus Akpororo, Pencil Unbroken, generally speaking.
Those are big names already. Jonah and the Fish. That was the first time I heard you do comedy. I was thinking it's going to be music and dance and nothing more. But all of a sudden I heard Jonah and the Fish. And Jonah saying, huh? I was like, who is this? And then they said Pastor Nicodemus. I said, this guy. Where did all that come from?
The truth. A minute before I recorded that clip that went viral.
Yeah.
Incidentally, it was a time where we didn't have social media, so it was via Bluetooth, and I was surprised the speed at which it traveled like wildfire in the Hamatan. So I would say a minute before I recorded that audio, I didn't know I was going to record anything. Now, whatever you can't explain, that has to be God. I was in the studio recording a song. I recorded through the night, and I wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't feeling good about the song. So I played the soundtrack of that song again, went back into the voicing room, because I worked in the studio alone. I worked as a music producer, so I went back into the voicing room to take my vocals again, and I put on the headphones, and I wasn't just feeling myself. So I started freestyling anything that came to my head. He pressed the play button. 30 seconds he was on the floor. I was like, what is this? And then he said, you wanted to delete it? Wait. He exported it to his phone. I said, now you can delete it. I deleted it. He drove to North Bank in Benue then, called his pastor and said, there was one pastor I heard preach today. Here he's preaching. The pastor called his wife, said, come and hear. That was how they started sharing it in their phones.
Wow.
Went to see my friend Jumabi. We were to do a song. He was to jump on one of my songs then. And then he said, hey, Obako here one pastor from Boko like that. I said, let me do that thing. Oh. He said, no. Now one pastor like that from Boko. I said, let me do that thing. So that was how the argument started, and then I did the second one, still freestyle. And then I heard it everywhere. Wow. And then a lot of people were taking credit. Nadem be Pastor Nicodemus because the name, no face.
Yes, that happened even in Abuja. I had somebody who said he was Pastor Nicodemus, but at that time I already knew you were the one that did that stuff.
So it was just the name, and there was no face to it. So everybody was claiming. Then I did the third one about the election, and then I put my name, my real names, and my phone number.
I saw
Boom!
that.
Events started coming. That was how I started having.
Wow! You are one of those comedians I mean can hardly point at someone to be your mentor. Do you really have a mentor at all?
Well, I have a lot of do I call them mentors? I have senior colleagues.
Okay.
I have big brothers in the industry that I learned so much from them.
Wow, beautiful.
And you know, comedy is in such a way that we are all unique and gifted in our own different ways.
True.
Like I can't be a Clint the drunk.
Of course.
If I start, you know, I am being someone else, and I learn from them. I learn a lot from them. Someone like Clint the drunk, Gordon's, Senator, Osama. These are people I am close to on a personal level, and I learned so much from them. I learned the do's and the don'ts of the industry, because if you don't have someone to tell you what to do and what not to do, you are going to miss it. No man is an island, and before them there were people, so they learned from people to teach the younger ones here. So I have big brothers in the industry who are more than just senior colleagues to me. So
that's true.
That's that for that.
I think comedy is a way out, because right now depression.
It is.
I mean, everybody's frowning up.
It is
all that.
It is. But me personally, I have been depressed. I've gone through depression.
Comedians go through depression.
Oh please, I have been depressed not once, not twice. Let me say this for everybody to listen. When you are depressed, speak out. Okay, speak out.
Speak out.
I have attempted suicide 3 times. In my life, I have attempted suicide 3 times. Now, this is the painful part. I would have to go on stage and make people laugh, and I was going through depression. At that point, I had hit rock bottom. I lost everything that meant something to me, and I spoke to people, and they weren't forthcoming. But I kept speaking to people until I spoke to one person, and that man was that person I needed to talk to. I'm talking of Pastor Shola Adesoye. I spoke to Pastor Shola Adesoye. I said, this might be the last message I'll send to he was in the UK, and then he called. He said, don't do what you're about to do. And then he came in quickly, and he did more than just counseling. He met my challenge then. You know, being a pastor, and let me say this quickly, being a pastor it goes beyond praying for people.
That's true.
Sometimes people need physical help. Sometimes people need financial help. He gave me all the help I needed.
All right, we're going straight to the game. Do I still have another question here? What should we expect from your brand this year?
Well, expect so much. I started, I reinvented my yearly event.
Okay.
And titled it Book of Nicodemus, which I started in 2019. I couldn't do 2020 because of the COVID, but we are coming 2021 hard, and it's going to be year in, year out.
Beautiful.
Sometimes we're going to have it twice every year.
Beautiful.
Sometimes we're going to move it from one city to another within a year. So expect Book of Nicodemus big, very, very, very loud this year. And then breaking news is on break right now, but it's on break to come and break things. And then I'm starting something called the Thief Choir.
The Thief Choir.
Now, what is the Thief Choir? Trust me when I say you don't want to hear a thief man sing a song you already know.
Please sing one.
Popular song, Davido's song, If I tell you, say I love you. When a thief man sings it, problem. If I tell you, say I love you, my money, my body, and my honor.
Of course.
But I get 30,000 in my pocket. Fertilizer and farming, it's my calling. No, gara. So we're going to be remixing a lot of songs.
Beautiful.
A lot of songs.
Wow, one person with all of those gifts and talents. I'll tell you something is going on in
Nigeria.
All right, Pastor Nicodemus, we'll go straight to the game. I know you're going to beat this up. I really wished I had something more difficult for you, but maybe I still want to hear you do something different. You're going to recite, you're going to sing the national anthem. Oh God of creation, I prefer that.
No, that's not our national anthem. That is the second stanza. So I'm going to sing the national anthem.
Okay, fine. Arise, O compatriot.
Arise, O compassion. Nigeria's cause shall burn. To serve fast and run.
All right, thank you so much for being part of the Black Giant Show Season 2. It was quite a wonderful time with Pastor Nicodemus MBATSAV TAMPU in the house. Follow us on YouTube, Black Giant TV, Instagram, Black Giant TV, Facebook, Black Giant TV. Also follow me on all social media platforms. On Okwe Lawrence Okwe. That's just it, as simple as that. Pastor Nicodemus, what's your social media handle?
Follow me on Instagram, even though I don't know where I'm going, but just follow me. Follow me on Instagram, Pastor Nicodemus, PASTORNICODEMUS. Follow me on Twitter. They say we should not do Twitter again. So follow me on Facebook. It's still Pastor Nicodemus in case you want to go.